Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my weekly Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. I'm actually doing this a day earlier than usual because tomorrow, in a rare occurrence, I actually have a random day off in the middle of the week. So because of that, we're doing this slightly early, okay? Now, normally when I play Microsoft Flight Simulator, the way that it works is whoever was the top contributor of the week beforehand will pick out where we go as the first flight the next week. And it's worked out nicely. We've had a lot of different places. Last week we went to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We went to places like Buenos Aires, Argentina. A place in Africa that I'm trying to remember what it was in Africa that we went to. We went to this giant rock out in Australia. That was really cool. We've seen some really cool things as a result of the top contributors requesting where we go. But guess what? The top contributor of last week did not ask for anything. I don't know why. So because of that, we're free and open to do whatever we want. So I was trying to think of some places to go on tonight's stream, and my wife had a bunch of good ideas. And I said, well, why don't we do a few of these tonight, and let's see how they go. I get the feeling some of these might be great, and some of them might be a bust. Because as you know, in Flight Simulator, sometimes I guess what it is supposed to be like Bing Maps or whatever. If it did a good job and it mapped it well, it could look really outstanding and cool. But we've been to some places where it was supposed to be nice and it wasn't. For example, we went to that temple in India that was supposed to be this amazing temple with giant spires and things. And the game didn't render any of them at all. The game just rendered it as a flat building, so it looked boring as hell. And it looks like a shopping mall. But it wasn't. It actually was this really elaborate temple structure with these cool spires that the game never mapped properly. So, the first place we're going to go is actually going to be a major city. It's going to be a city that I feel might be pretty unique and interesting. I don't know, I've never been there, but we actually had a few people who requested things similar to this or exactly like this before. Let's see if it works and how it comes up here because I'm very interested. Let's find out. Here it is. So the thing is, I don't know which is which. Let's click on these and see what happens. So, I believe it's pronounced Seoul. I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is pronounced Seoul in South Korea, right? It's a major city in South Korea. And what I'd like to do is fly over the city and see what it looks like. I've never been there, so I actually don't know much about it, but look at this giant city. There it is. See it? Wow. I think it's pronounced like soul, like the word soul, S-O-U-L. I think that the E is like silent. So what we will do is we'll probably start in the air right here, or maybe out here. Hold on. Ugh. Maybe like out here. Okay, and fly in, and we'll fly over the airport and fly right into this major area of Seoul. All right, and then if you go past it, it actually has some nice greenery past some mountains and greenery past the city that we could check out as well, depending on how far we go. Okay, so yeah, let's start over the water, take us down over the airport into the major city and see what we can see. Okay, usually the game starts us way the hell up high in the sky, so I feel like we should start over the water so that as we approach the city, we'll be able to see everything, right? And then maybe we'll have our endpoint way the hell out here. Yeah, that could be cool, huh? Can I find the BTS building? I don't know if BTS has a building there. I didn't know that. Derek says that the airport in Seoul is called the Incheon Airport. Oh, really? TX Shooter 50 just did a $5 super chat, and he says, that's where my brother is stationed in the military. Awesome. Well, we'll get to see it from an aerial view, see what you think. Oh, crap. So the weirdest thing, right now my PC that I use to capture and stream looks completely different. Why? Because before I started streaming tonight, one of my videos from earlier today corrupted and started making my PC crash whenever I tried to play it. So I restarted the PC, and in a weird thing, my desktop changed. I don't know why. I really don't know. I don't understand why the desktop changed. I don't know if it has to do with maybe because my new laptop has that desktop synced to the Microsoft account or something. It could be. But when the desktop changed, it went from green, which it's been for 7+ years, to blue. So now all the borders of everything on my screen is blue over there, and it looks really weird to me because I'm used to it being green. Okay. All right, you ready? Let's do this. So this is the first thing we're doing tonight. I actually have several suggestions of things we could check out tonight, but this is one that I want to check out. No, I have no idea where the North Korean border is, Derek. I don't know anything about that. Good evening, Guts the Black Swordsman. How are you tonight? Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's right. Now, hold on a second. I goofed. I goofed because, remember, when we do Flight Sim streams, it's top Super Chat, not last Super Chat. And we actually track the size of the Super Chat because, again, the top contributor of each Flight Sim stream gets to pick where we go next week. Therefore, there we are, TX Shooter. You are currently the only contributor to the stream, and therefore you're the top contributor of the stream as well. Sadly, I did this incorrectly. I did not actually want to do this at night. I wanted to do it in the daytime first. So I think I should fix that. Live weather. Did it work? No, I don't think it worked. It stayed the same. Let's change the time of day. So this would be about 10 a.m. All right, let's do that. Let's do 10 a.m. Oh, God. This game is too much shit on the screen. It really feels like it's supposed to be a keyboard and mouse game for the amount of shit that they toss at you on the screen, right? All right, so we're flying over the port that's just outside of Seoul. And we'll actually be flying over the airport first. And then we'll actually be heading directly into Seoul. As you can see down there, they definitely mapped this. Unlike some other places we've been that just looked flat. They did map this because you can actually see the definition of the buildings and everything that we're flying over. So that's cool. I mean, because it is the capital of South Korea. They actually decided to put a little bit more effort into mapping it, I guess. It looks nice, but we will definitely do a little bit of descent here. Here we go. Yes, I am recording. Don't worry, I am recording. Oh, really? So apparently, remember we talked earlier in the year that they were going to do a Top Gun DLC for this game, and it was going to have the planes from Top Gun and stuff in it. Apparently it's been delayed because I guess the movie got delayed. And because the movie got delayed, they said, why are we going to release the DLC way before the movie's out? So I guess the DLC is delayed until they find out more about when the movie's released. Interesting. Okay. Wow, the movie got pushed back a whole year? Oh, God, a whole fucking year. That's crazy. I thought it was only delayed like a few months or so. We'd see it early next year. Now people are saying it's delayed an entire year. Damn. Weird. So we are approaching the airport, which is right there. See, it's called Gimpo International. And once we pass that, then we actually head into the main city of Seoul. The weird thing about this is that I keep trying to change. I forget what you guys call it. You said if you hold right bumper and you hold up or down, you can control the way that your plane goes. But I can't. Like, it doesn't work for me. Look, I'm doing it right now. See that? Now I release. Now watch what happens. Look at the plane. I'm not doing anything. But the plane naturally goes up by. I don't understand why it does that. I don't get it. Because according to what you guys told me, if you hold down and right bumper, it should be adjusting it to always go for down, and it's not. It goes back up. So in order to fly, I have to just constantly be holding up so I don't gain altitude, and I don't know why that's happening. It's weird. This happened to me like last week too, and I couldn't figure it out. Like, why does it keep doing this? It's not the triggers. The triggers are right. That's the way you aim the plane. It's supposed to be the bumper, but the bumper doesn't fucking work. Look, I'm doing it right now. See? Now I release, and look what happens. I'm not even gonna touch nothing. Look. Look at the plane. What the fuck? It's going straight up again. Why? I'm not doing that. You have to adjust the trim. Well, how do I do that? What's going on? I don't know why this is happening. The trim? How do I adjust the trim? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm screwed. I just keep going straight up, and it's hard to fly this thing because of it. Something's screwed up because it wasn't doing this. Like 2 weeks ago, all of a sudden it started doing it last week, and it seems like I did something that screwed up the controls. Nathan Smith, that's all good. He just did a super chat. He says, I will not be able to donate that much recently. Well, coming up, I guess. I just pre-ordered new Tales of this, the new Tales game, which is what? Tales of Arise? Yeah. Tales of Arise and Deathloop. This is my last super chat for a while. That's perfectly fine, Nathan. You still chill with us, man. You come chill with us, you have a good time, all right? By the way, you're the top contributor with that. So let's get Nathan up on the leaderboard. Of course, here's the problem. It says that it's €5, or is that £5? I don't know, but I don't know how to translate that. I'm just going to say 5. I think it's pounds, right? Why is there caps lock on? What the fuck? What is going on? It's pounds? Okay. So Top Gun Maverick is delayed till May 27th, 2022 because of coronavirus. Wow. I have no idea how to change this. Like, how do you adjust the trim? I don't fucking know. It ain't going to tell us here either. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not. Oof. I have no idea. I give up already. Press Y and up on the D-pad. I just did. Did it work? I think it might have worked. Dude, it did. Y and up on the D-pad worked. Because now I can fly the plane fully and it's not going up anymore. Well, thank you, Golden Colts. I have no idea what just happened, but awesome. Thank you. That worked well. Alright, so we flew over the airport already. We actually just did. That was the airport below us. So now we're heading to Seoul, which is going to be straight ahead. Some nice mountains off to the left. Actually, some city-like stuff to the left as well, as you can see. So this looks more like the outskirts, you know, airport, industrial stuff, maybe some hotels. Since this is an airport, I would assume those are probably hotels down there. There's always hotels near an airport. They do look kind of uniform, so I'm going to guess that. I mean, they could also be like business offices. I'm actually seeing some big stuff coming up, some bigger buildings. Kind of nice. Check this out. Derek says that Seoul Tower is the only landmark he's aware of in South Korea. Are there fighter jets in the game? Yes, but you have to buy them. This game has an unprecedented amount of DLC. Like, almost the entire game is DLC. You can buy so much shit. And then nickel and dime. Someone said, if you buy a piece of DLC for Flight Simulator, it costs like $3,000. I'm not even kidding. We did go to Mount Rushmore, Michael Caine. We did. We went to Mount Rushmore. We flew into it. I went right up Lincoln's nose. Very upsetting, actually. Alright, we're heading into the city. As you can see, already you're starting to see some big skyscrapers here in the city. A little nice park-like island down there right in the middle. See that? That's nice. And then here's some nice big skyscrapers coming up. To the left, they have a beautiful mountain range just outside of their city, right? Oh, hold on. I think I see some sports. Look at this. I believe that's a couple sports arenas right here. I'm not sure what that one is directly below us down there. Perhaps that's a racetrack or something. It kind of looks like it. But I believe this is a sports arena right here. Right? It looks like it. I wonder what kind it is. That's a dam right there, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like a dam of some sort. Or maybe just some water. But yeah, that's definitely a sports arena. But what is it? I don't know. I can't tell what that is. That's supposed to be soccer? Probably. You'd think if they're going to have... Yeah, probably soccer. Alright, that was cool. Thank you to Rebel for a $10 super chat. Rebel, that is currently the top contribution of the night. Let me get you on the leaderboard and read what you had to say there. I apologize for my squeaky chair. All of a sudden today, my chair started squeaking. Out of nowhere. It never squeaked until today. I sat down on it. It's going squeak, 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 squeak. I'm like, what the frick? So I might have to oil it. Yeah, hear it? Look at that. So Rebel says, I've never been a Tom Cruise fan. He's always kind of creeped me out. Either way, I'm about to hit the job, so good luck and fantastic flying. Have an amazing stream, Big Phil. Thank you very much, Rebel. What a very nice positive message, and thank you for the contribution. Okay. No, the chair's not broken. The chair is already, creaky. And that's the thing with anything that's made of metal is that if it's not lubricated well, it could definitely get creaky relatively fast. So I might have to get some WD-40 on it or something. Look at that. Wow. Look how those buildings are set up. Like a semicircle and then 3 large towers in the center. That's kind of neat. Let's, that's just Seoul right there, but this is all Seoul. Let's take a look at more of these giant buildings over here. I wonder what these are. Sadly, they're not tagged. They didn't tag anything, right? The Hype or BTS building is located in Yongsan Trade Center, says Swaggins. Yeah, but nothing is labeled here, Swaggins, so we'll never know what it is. But can I ever go to South Korea? I don't think so. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure we would. Nice big buildings. Where's the islands? Some nice, like I said, some nice islands in the center that have a lot of plants and trees on them. Surrounded by these large buildings around the periphery, which is very nice, right? Okay. Cowling says, I hope that over the years they will keep adding to this game and they will add more tags and stuff, because it is annoying that, they're not basically tagging much. And I agree, look, there's 0 tags on any of it. It's the capital of South Korea, and they didn't tag it. So you don't know what any of it is. It looks nice. I like the buildings. I definitely like the looks of the buildings, and I would like to know what I'm flying over, but they didn't bother. They couldn't be bothered with it, apparently. Onzo Kamaru has done the first tip of the night, $4.20. He says, holy shit, you're flying around in South Korea. I was wondering when you get to it. I lived there for 4+ years, and it changed my life forever. Have fun flying around and seeing the sights. It's an amazing place, and I miss it so much. What I'm liking is the complete mix of mountains with city. Like, normally when we see these major cities, it's just flat and a bunch of skyscrapers. In this case, you're seeing all the mountains that are kind of in and around it and integrated into it. There we go. Our first tip of the night from Anso Kamaru. Thank you for that, Anso. I appreciate that. Very nice. Okay. So what's crazy is I'm surrounded by buildings. Like, any direction I go at this point, I'm actually flying into major buildings, and most of these buildings are quite tall. You know what I mean? Like, look, in that direction there's big ones. Out to the right I see ones. Straight ahead there's some. It says the main part of Seoul is to the left, or Seoul. The main part of Seoul is to the left, so I probably want to hook a left and head over there. But, like, it just looks like no matter what direction I go, there's stuff to look at. Pretty nice. What is this right here? It looks like a different kind of patch of ground right here. Do you see that? Blue. Why is it blue? What the heck is that? Oh. What is that? Whoa, that is unique. I have no idea what that is. Is that a symbol of some sort that you're supposed to see from space or something? Maybe. Right? It kind of looks like a logo or a symbol, but I don't know what the hell that was. I didn't recognize it because I don't know anything about Seoul, so I don't know what that was supposed to be. Maybe someone from Seoul would actually know about that. A texture glitch? Oh, come on. I thought that was a texture glitch. That doesn't sound right. I bet it was something interesting. See, this is what I mean. Look, the city goes all the way into these beautiful mountainous regions with the trees integrated into it. You don't see that often with the cities that we've checked out. Usually they're out by themselves, and this is just a unique layout to have these mountains integrated in with the city. So let's fly this way and see what we can see. Actually, even bigger buildings are coming up now. Take a look here. I think this is actually, we're heading maybe to like the downtown region. Oh, hold on. A bunch of tips came in. This is pretty cool. Okay. So, Shadow Wolf 344 has to me $15 and says, "Here, how are the memberships coming along? You never think you'd be back to where you used to be." Well, if you take a look, as you'll see, we are currently at a record high 264 memberships and climbing. We actually did get a giant increase in the last few days. We were all the way down like 220, and then we have gone over like 30 to 40 more. I think it's twofold reasons why. First of all, Shadow Wolf 344. The first reason I feel is because the goal for this month is Halloween event, right? And people like the Halloween event that I do every year. It's a tradition. People like that I dress up. People like that I play a variety of games. People like that they get to nominate and vote on the games for that event. They just enjoy the event in general, okay? So in general, it's great. People enjoy it all the time. They want to see it happen. But in addition to that, now we're heading into the fall gaming season. People this week, I saw people come to the streams this week that I haven't seen since I left Twitch. And they're like, "Oh, I haven't been on your stream, but now I'm coming back because now all the good games are going to start to come out." So I think that what's happening is people are finally migrating over here, even those that might be waited because they thought the summer was slow. And now that all these new games are going to be coming out, they're going to be coming over and joining and supporting. And I really appreciate that. All right, so things are going better now. We already hit the Tier 1 members goal, which means the Halloween event is happening. The Tier 2 members goal is that you guys will get to participate in picking the costume that I'm going to wear during the Halloween event, okay? Very nice. Local Nomad just did a $5 tip. It says, "I was thinking some cool places to fly over would be London, England to see Big Ben, South Beach in Miami, Florida at night, or San Francisco to fly over the Golden Gate Bridge. Either way, have a nice day off tomorrow with your wife." Thank you very much, Local Nomad, and thank you for your suggestions. Let's continue with Seoul for now, and I have a couple other things possibly to try tonight, and then perhaps we will try some of your suggestions. But let's continue over Seoul. Here we go. That's true too. Danny just says, "A lot of people don't ever talk in my streams. What they do is they use my stream as background noise while they're gaming or doing other things. But then when they want to support, they will. You know." James Bond, I played both of the first 2 games in the Dark Pictures Anthology series, and I'll be playing the 3rd come October. It's a great series, although I'll admit I really liked Little Hope. I thought that Man of Medan was just kind of okay. It was the first run, but once you knew what was going on in the plot, it kind of was a letdown and not very interesting after that. So what are we seeing straight ahead here? Something unique is coming up. We'll fly right over and see what this is. A bunch of huge buildings, right? What a city. Look at this. Wow, look at that. A giant amount of skyscrapers, and they're like almost protecting a facility between them. I wonder what the heck that could be, right? I see another sports field down there. Again, I wish I knew what this stuff was and it was labeled. It would be awesome. It's not labeled at all, man. Kind of a letdown. Nothing's labeled. These appear to be the tallest buildings in the area, right there. Right? That looks like the tallest buildings by far in the whole area. Now look at this. Now, do you think this is real or a glitch? That looks like a glitch. Oh my god, it's a horrendous glitch. Look at that. It's like a big pimple. Oops. A rendering glitch. That obviously it doesn't look like that. Oops. That's actually pretty funny. That's kind of like Doctor Strange right there, where all the city's warping and shit. Ha, that's funny, man. Well, we got another very large tower over there to the right. Again, I wish I knew what it was. There's no way to really tell. Now it looks like we're heading into what might be the final outskirts of the city. Well, not really outskirts, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you see this heavy city stuff all around us, and it looks like right here there's some more, but right past it, I believe, is that mountain range that we saw on the world map. And I think once you fly over that, you're going to head into the nature, basically. I don't think that there's more city back there. Oh, yes. Golden Coal says, that's the famous Pizza Boil of Seoul. It's a real place. Oh, yeah. The place where the ground bubbled up like a crust of pizza, right? Of course. Who doesn't know about that? Okay. Derek says, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, Hong Kong, Seoul, and Tokyo are all cities in Asia that are populated with buildings. Oh, shit, look at this. Lot World? What is that? I wasn't expecting to see anything written in English. Lot World. And it looks to me like there's water there. See that? But there's stuff under the water? Huh? I wonder what that is. Lot World. Right? I don't know. Lot World. Could it be, if someone just said maybe it's a theme park? Maybe it's a water park. And that was the water park, but it didn't render fully. But that's what it was, maybe? I don't know. Huh. Lot World is a huge amusement park. So that was a huge amusement park we flew over. That's cool that we saw that. Here's some more sports stadiums down there. There's one. There's another one. Yeah, we're flying over several sports stadiums that are all in a close proximity here. Look at that. Again, I like the architecture. It's like a half circle, right, layout of the buildings. You don't see that often. Usually everything's blocky or in like rectangles or squares. And that has a cool half circle layout. I like that, man. Before we head out over the mountains, I want to hook a left because I'm seeing a few more interesting buildings over here to the left that I'd like to check out. It's the world's largest indoor amusement park according to Wikipedia. Lot World. Wow. Well, no wonder it just looked like a dome, right? All it looked like was a dome, and it looked like there was water with stuff over it, so maybe there's a water park part of it, too. Lot is a massive company that makes food, candy, cookies, and they have a huge mall, amusement park, etc. That's cool. Stuff you never hear of on this side of the planet. I never heard about Lot before. Don't even know who they are. Yeah, I bet in another part of the world they're ginormously popular and everyone knows who they are, right? That's how it works usually, man. That was neat. Here's yet another sports arena, I believe, we're going over. Another cluster of big buildings. It's so weird. Look, why in that particular region did they decide to build like 10 giant buildings and everything around it is like so small in scale? That is so weird. Whoa, we're flying over something else unique here. I don't know what this is. Man, I wish this was labeled so we would know what we're seeing. Like, what is that? That looks cool too, but I don't know what the hell it is. Some kind of a unique facility. I don't know. Yeah, another major cluster of buildings out there to the right. Maybe what we'll do, we'll just check this out right here. Then we'll hook a right back that way, and then we'll fly up over the mountains. Yeah. Graceful Phoenix says, I like chill games like this. You're able to interact with the chat a lot more than action-packed games. Right, I mean, it's just us relaxing, man. Really. It's just us relaxing. It's having a good time and just chilling and talking while we watch some pretty cool stuff together. I really enjoy it. Again, I always like having a chill stream game in my rotation, whether it's Animal Crossing or Minecraft, something like this. You know, something where we could just kind of relax and not have a stressful time trying to beat a game. Instead, just kind of talking and interacting. I enjoy that. Rebel has done another $5 super chat. Thank you, Rebel. He says, I must say, all things aside, BS included, I have enjoyed your transition to the 2. Personally, I feel it's made you more accessible to your community. Well, if you remember, on Twitch, you know, number one, you get a lot more trolling, just being honest. At first here when I moved to YouTube, yeah, the trolling was bad, but as soon as I got the sub-only mode, it pretty much put an end to that. It takes so much effort for people to troll here that they just, what it is they shoot their shot really fast, and then it's too late, and then they have to wait another 24 hours before they're going to do it again. You know what I mean? So, it allows us to have a more relaxing time and not have to, oh, I got to micromanage all these trolls coming in or anything like that, right? That's more relaxing for sure. In addition to that, I'll be honest, viewership's lower here on YouTube. I'm not getting, you know, probably, you know, every stream that I streamed on Twitch, I probably had like 100 people. And the reason that they tuned in was because I'm in a directory on Twitch where someone could search and find someone who's playing a particular game. In particular, I know for a fact, when I would play new releases over on Twitch, people would come over who normally wouldn't be watching my stuff, but they just wanted to watch someone play that particular new release game, and I would get artificial inflation views over on Twitch. I don't get that on YouTube. Discoverability on YouTube is pretty much impossible. YouTube's algorithms are set up to only advertise drama content, because instead of looking at what's valuable or what's quality, it literally will say guy in, you know, fully naked running around, oiled body in a chicken suit or something, you know. Or I pulled a prank on my friend and shaved all the hair off of his body, you know. That'll get 4 million views and goes to the top of YouTube search results. Meanwhile, you'll have someone putting out, you know, meaningful quality content that's actually prime good stuff for advertisers, and that gets pushed to the back. No one even sees it. That's how YouTube is. It's like it only promotes garbage. It really does promote garbage. And they never fixed it. Their algorithms are not set up to promote business-friendly content. Their algorithms just go viral with dumb shit. So, oh, here's someone playing a hot new game. 9 times out of 10, you'll never even make it into a situation where you can be discovered on YouTube for playing a new game anymore. At one point you could. At one point you absolutely could get discovered for playing new stuff. You can't anymore. They did away with that. It's now the same top drama queens and troublemakers on YouTube get all the attention because of the way that they programmed the algorithms. And that's unfortunate. But the thing is, because I'm not getting that 100, 200 people coming in to watch me play a particular game, it's my core audience. And what's happened is I've now been able to have better conversation and better interaction. I would argue more meaningful interaction with my core audience that I never really got to do over on Twitch. Because on Twitch, it was always that element of people coming in and trolling. And I hate to say it, but there was like 20, 30 guys over on Twitch that basically thought that they owned the streams. And they would come in and have it acted like the boys club and everything. I didn't like that. You know, I also didn't want to be a dick because some of them were contributors and supporters. And here, I feel it's different. I really do feel that things are different here from how they were over on Twitch. Now, all they need to do is start implementing, by the way, here's some more sports field. They need to start implementing some of the things that are missing from Twitch. They need to have gifted memberships. They need to have a program by which maybe, I don't know, YouTube Premium, so you don't have to get ads on YouTube. You pay for that, you get a free membership you get to give to the content creator of your choice every month, right? They should have those things to compete with Twitch. They have to. I mean, right now they're paying people right now to leave Twitch and exclusively stream here on YouTube, right? Great. So you got Dr. Lupo. So you got Tim the Tatman. In the last year, Dr. Disrespect came over here and he's doing successfully, right? That's all well and good, but if you don't implement things that are going to make this site as functional as Twitch is, you cannot compete. You understand? You could pull a few names here or there, but if YouTube does not do something to improve the site, to make it a destination to stream, they will pull a mixer. Pull everyone over here, and as soon as their contracts are up, they're out of here. Because why do they want to stay here when there's better growth and sustainability options over on Twitch than there are on YouTube, right? So I really like being here. I think that things have gotten better since I've been here, but I really know that, I mean, just to give you matter-of-fact explanations, okay? I'm making, no exaggeration, every month, thousands of dollars less here than I was on Twitch. That is no exaggeration. Between the missing subs that I don't have anymore and between some extra cheer. I used to get a lot of cheers over time on Twitch. I don't get that here. You know, the super chats are getting better, but the memberships, it's a very slow build. And that's giant lost revenue for me that I needed to pay bills. And that's why I'm in the situations where I am, where I have to ask for tips, where I've been doing fundraiser marathons for the last 2 months. It sucks. I don't want to have to do it, but that's just the situation I'm in because there aren't those same options that there were on Twitch. They absolutely need to implement these options. They do. Anyway, there you go. That's what I think. That's what I think. To Rebel, who say, "Oh shit! Oh no, I'm not paying attention." Well, I guess that's the end of our Seoul trip. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. What really sucks about this is I wasn't done. I definitely wanted to keep flying. Oh wait, maybe I can pull out of this. No fucking way I pulled out of it. Well. Well then. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did it. I did manage to pull out. Stop saying stall, you fucker. I want to keep going. I wanted to go over this mountain range. Oh my god. We're gonna have to go like a slow climb, right? It still says I'm losing altitude. I don't know why. I'm trying to gain altitude. It says I'm losing altitude. That was a tactical landing? Yes, it was. Okay. Oh, my plane is going down. I can't control it right now. I don't know what's going on. My plane is, I think it's fucked up or something. Lady Blaze did a super chat and says something that makes absolutely no sense. Do trolls control polls? Rule with silent majority. What does that even mean? What, Lady Blaze, what in the holy hell are you talking about? Like, what are you even addressing right now? I don't know, but you are not the top super chatter. Probably not Swaggins. Took me $2. Said in South Korea they have mandatory enlistment for all males, including idols. They have until age 28 to enlist, but because of BTS, they introduced a new law that pushes the age of enlistment back to 30. So they'll have more time before the oldest member has to enlist. Wow. Well, that's interesting. What's crazy is just look how different these mountains are, right? These mountains are so crazy different. Just outside of the major city, that's right there, right? There's pretty much next to nothing or anything out here in these mountains. All right, now I can get over them. Phil's Buttered Biscuits tipped me $1.50 and says, I know this is a weird question. What would 2008 Phil say to his trolls? Oh, you don't want to even know what 2008 Phil would say to his trolls. I don't even think I could say it. I seriously don't think I'm allowed to say it. I probably get banned from everywhere. How I used to be back then. Are you kidding me? 2008 Phil? Yikes. Lady Blaze under another super chat says you blamed the bison hat on trolls, okay? What are you talking about? No, I gotta ask a question. Like, why are you... Who's talking about a bison hat? I don't even know what manner you're talking about it. Obviously someone here is on a mission to derail the stream with something I have no idea what they're talking about. So I'm just gonna say, thanks for the super chats. Salud. Okay. Blue Muffin has just become a channel supporter. Thank you, Blue Muffin. So we're at now 265 supporters and climbing. 20 more. Hit the tier 2 members goal for the month. And that would mean that you guys get to aid me in picking my Halloween costume for the Halloween marathon coming up. Okay? Very nice. All right, well, now we're in the outskirts. We're north, excuse me. We are east of Seoul, Korea. South Korea. And as you can see, it's actually a beautiful environment. Look at these beautiful rolling mountains, right? Greenery all over them. And they have little things out here. You know, I don't know if these are people who live here. These are, you know, little whoa, what was that? Did you see that glitch? That was weird. Okay. So, oh, wait a minute. Onto Kamaru to me $1.50 says, in the small town that I mainly lived in South Korea, it was called Samchuk, or Samchuk, I don't know how to say that. There's a penis park. A park full of penises in various forms. You might want to fly over there. I don't know how well you can see the attractions from the air. I think I'm going to skip that one. I'm just saying. I think I'm going to skip that. Alright? Oh, hold on. Excuse me. An anonymous tipper tipped me $1.50 says, I think a good idea would be to have more interactivity with your channel members, whether it be through community posts with comments enabled, or playing co-op with trusted members. I think this seems reasonable enough. What are your thoughts? I think that we should, in time, talk about things that we can do with members. Just earlier today, one of the discussions we had on pre-stream was that perhaps for the upcoming Halloween event, channel members, people who became members, will be able to nominate will be able to nominate games. And one of the games that members only nominate ends up being a game that I played during the event. I guess what we would do is have the members go on a members-only community post and nominate games. And I go through that, I find the most nominated games, and I do a poll. And then the poll would determine, you know, what the game is. And one of those games will actually be played on Halloween guaranteed. That gives the members a lot more control. In fact, I used to do that exact same thing with patrons back in the day. But, you know, since I became a full-time streamer, I don't really focus on Patreon anymore. But that's what I used to do. It was all the patrons would have choice to do this kind of stuff, you see? So we're probably going to try to do something like that coming up. This coming week, I will try to think about how exactly I want to do this event regarding how people are going to nominate games for the Halloween event. Previously, I've always done it exclusively on my forums, and maybe this year I will split it between the forums and member posts. We'll see. I'll let you know when I figure it out, but I'm not anywhere close to being able to have that ready yet. Definitely not Swaggins at another $2 tip and says, it is estimated BTS brings in $5 billion to South Korea a year, which is only 0.5% of the entire country's economy. There you go. I guess they sure know how to bring in the money, but that's only 0.5% of the whole country's economy, right? A few more contributions. It looks like we have Chameleon007 who did a super chat and said, you're wearing the bison hat tonight. If we hit the $100 tip skull, you guys get to vote. And the choices are digital, military, camo, or cowboy. Those are the 4 options you get to vote on tonight. Blue Muffin did a super chat. Have you ever played My Time at Porsche? I've never even heard of it. So the answer is no. I don't know what that is. Phil's Buttered Biscuits tipped me $1.50. He said, I think they're referring to you not wearing a military hat yesterday because you wanted to wear a hat on a Street Fighter stream. You said, fuck the troll. Actually, the truth of the matter was, the reason that I subverted that vote was because I wouldn't be able to wear headphones if I had worn the military hat. And I'm playing a fucking survival horror game for the first time. I want to wear the military hat, or excuse me, I don't want to wear the military hat. I want to hear the game audio, which, by the way, wearing these headphones during Tortured Souls has added to it tremendously. So it was definitely the right decision to make. Absolutely 100%. It made sense. Okay? Alright. So, this is not what I wanted. I want to go back to the world map. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your contributions so far. Currently, Rebel is the top super chatter with a $10 super chat, while the top contributor overall is Shadow Wolf 344 with a $15 tip. Reminder, the person who is the top contributor by the end of tonight's Flight Sim stream gets to pick where we go next week. Okay? So if you are currently like Shadow Wolf, don't go anywhere. If you end up being the top contributor at the end of the stream, you get to pick. Okay? Okay. Alright. So that was interesting. For sure, that was actually quite good. Now, another area that my wife suggested we do, but I don't know if it's actually possible, nor do I even know if it would be interesting. Okay? I want to see if it works, but I don't think it's going to. Yes. Does it work? No. You could put it in as a search term and it doesn't work. Because Chernobyl, for those who aren't aware, is a place where there was a radioactive disaster. It was a city where people lived, and people had to leave Chernobyl because the radiation would have killed them if they stayed. So what you essentially have in Chernobyl is an entire city that's been completely abandoned, but is overgrown. And I'm curious, if we were to fly over it in the game, if it would look like a major city with like trees and shit all over it. You know, what would it look like? Would it look like the fucking Last of Us if we flew over it? So I'd like to check that out, but it doesn't seem to show up in the search, right? I wonder, oh, here we go. Pripyat, it's called. Pripyat. It doesn't work. Look. Pripyat. That doesn't work either. Jeez. Alright, we got some coordinates to try. No, wait. Jeff, I'm not doing it because you're a troll. I'm not trying your coordinates. You're a troll. You'll have us go to fucking, you know, the Taliban caves or some shit. I'm not fucking with you. The searches for airports are not cities. Michael Kane says, but the radiation will EMP your plane and crash. That's why you do it in a video game and not in real life. Well, unless someone has a suggestion on how we can find it, we'll probably do something else then. Rick Steve's Europe, I don't trust you either. I don't trust you. I trust Usagi Jojo. Well, let's try this. I trust him. 386998. $452. And then 3009266. So is this it? Let's zoom out. Oh, that's not zooming out. Yeah, I think that's it, because look, it looks like the right area, right? What is this? Fucking fuck you. I don't want help. Fuck off. In my face. We'll do it at noon. There it is. We found it. That's definitely it. Thank you, Usagi. So there's Chernobyl, which used to be a bustling city. But as you can see, it's completely... Oh my god, look at that. It is Last of Us. It used to be a city, but now it's completely green. Whoa. That's crazy, actually. Damn. Alright. Why not? This will probably be a quick one. I don't think this is going to be too interesting. But, okay. Let's do, let's start from here. And then if we follow this river, it goes right into Chernobyl. See that? So this river goes, that's it. So we'll do a flyover here. Okay. Let's see what we can see. So what's weird about Chernobyl, I've been seeing some news reports about it. Basically saying that in a shocking move, wildlife has moved back into the area, and everyone thought the wildlife would die from the radiation, but they're not dying. Like, the wildlife is moving back, and they seem to be fine. Which no one can really explain, because they're like, yeah, Chernobyl totally should be, like, completely destroyed by this radiation disaster. No one should be able to live there. It should definitely kill things. Yet, plants have fully grown and are living there, and now animals are moving back. And I don't think that they can actually, like, explain it. It's very odd. Like, I guess, I don't know. At least the news article I read, it couldn't really, it said no one really knew what was going on. Okay. Yes, that's bullshit. So here's what happened with Tormented Souls Part 4. I'll tell him quickly because he's asking. It corrupted. I tried to play the video. It crashes my Windows Explorer when I play it. I tried to upload it, and YouTube basically says, oh, pending, and never uploads it. So I think the whole video corrupted, which really sucks because obviously that was my first part from today. There was major progress in it. It's when I got the shotgun and everything. I don't know how to fix it. I'm going to try after the stream to see if I can take the stream archive and edit it out, like an hour of gameplay out of it if I can. But YouTube is so fucking stupid about doing that. It's not a good system. So I'm going to do my best, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is the first time this has happened to me in a million years where I've had like an issue with a corrupted video. So, okay. So we're heading directly down into it. Because this is the snaking river that's going to take us right there to the water. That's where it was. So let's actually, you know, lose as much altitude as possible. Get as close as we can here. Yeah, see, these are definitely buildings right there that were part of it, that are completely overgrown and empty now. You can see everything's overgrown down there. But if you go close, like, we're actually heading into the... There it is. I mean, that's it right there. Oh, man. It's a total Last of Us. The entire thing's overgrown because everyone had to leave. Whoa. Damn. Look, there were buildings down there once. Now it's all trees. You can't even see the building anymore. Yeah, so here it is. This is Chernobyl. Once an actual city. Now completely overgrown because no one lives here anymore. Look, yeah, all the roads are overgrown. I wonder where the reactor was, because I don't actually know where it's located. I wonder which of the buildings was the reactor where all that happened and caused, you know, the giant disaster that happened. But yeah, look at that. Here's buildings. There's not even a way to get to them anymore. Everything's completely overgrown now. You can't even reach it anymore. Huh. Maybe over here? Perhaps. Yeah, look, you see how it's all dirt and growth over what was paved at one point. Everyone's gone. But what they were saying is they're finding that wildlife is moving and living here, which is shocking because they thought that nothing would be here for a very long time due to the radiation, but wildlife is moving in and kind of thriving. Like, they're not saying they're seeing mass deaths or anything, and they're kind of stumped as to how that's happening because, you know, all their calculations basically said that this place would be uninhabitable for a very long time, yet here we are and things are moving back already. Huh. Oh, really? Some of the wildlife is horribly mutated? I didn't hear that. They probably just don't know any better, right? Radiation isn't something you can directly feel. It's something that damages you over time, and you don't really know until it's too late, until you get sick and die. So wildlife probably wouldn't even know the difference. They'd move in and say, hey, you know, humans here, so let's just fucking move in and party, and the next thing you know, they're all fucked up, right? Do people driving or fuck? Is the game showing people driving on these roads? 500. Yeah, they would be screwed. That's crazy. Some of this looks nice, you know? Some of these look nice houses, nice buildings. They had to get the fuck out. Yeah, I wish I knew. I honestly wish I knew where the reactor was. I don't know. That would have been cool to fly directly over it, right? Okay. Fly back to go outside the city. We're outside the city. I mean, this isn't really a city to begin with. It's completely abandoned and overgrown, but... What do you mean? Like, I wouldn't even know what direction to go.
500.
No, Derek, we're now in Chernobyl. This is the Chernobyl disaster area. That was interesting. It's short, so I knew it wasn't going to be a long flight because it's not a giant thing. It was actually, you know, place out kind of out of remote location that had this disaster. All right. I guess that's good. All right, we saw it. It was interesting. It was quick but interesting. The stupid squeaky chair. Why is this so creaky and squeaky? All right. So, what next? I have a few more suggestions. Trying to think what I would want to do. I have a suggestion for my wife that I don't know if it's going to pan out or not, but it might be really nice if it works. We could try it. Okay. All right.